And yeah, I think we're live. Hey, so what's up, everybody out there on YouTube? It's Cholula's Comics, and we are here with another episode of Sigs, Slabs, and Con Talk with the newly dubbed West Coast Comic Connection. Yes, guys, that's what we calling ourselves. We are the West Coast Comic Connection, and part of this West Coast Comic Connection, number one, my brother, my homie, AG Surfer.
How's it going, man?
And then the second next member of our West Coast Comic Connection is my other brother, Cat Comics. Cat, say what's up.
Hey, how's it going? Finally here and not behind my car.
So I want to take this moment just to say what's up to everybody in the chat. Like, that's really cool. We already had people waiting for it, so we really appreciate that. We just started. What is this, episode 5, guys?
Yeah.
So this is the 5th time that we've gone live, and we got a couple of folks out here that were waiting, and we really appreciate you guys joining us. Big shout out and what's up to Sith Lordly. Sith Lordly, man, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. As always, we got the homie Airborne Sapper comic fan. Bro, thank you so much for being here. You're always a huge support and very much appreciated. In the chat joining us, we also have Four-Way Flashers on comics. He says, "What's up, fellas?" And we're saying, "What's up?" right back, all the way to Canada, bro.
Definitely.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And also in the chat today, we have the coldest mother out there, Undisputed Frost. What's up? What's up, Frosty? Thanks for joining us, man.
West Coast sucks.
Yeah, we're not gonna post that. Screw Frosty for that.
All right.
With that being said, oh yeah, there we go. We got baby for here. I got a highlight tab for that one.
Hello, is it me you're looking for?
You want to explain to the people who that is right there?
Oh, that's undisputed Frost, man.
Oh, it's undisputed. It's the likeness is uncanny.
Yeah, see, look at the hair. Hair's about right. He's receding right there. There's his earphones that he used to always put on. And he's with his other guys on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome guys.
Did you
I don't know
say
about the cracking.
Did you say hairline is receding?
Yeah, right there. See? Hey, man, I captured him just right, except for the eyes.
Nothing but love, huh? Nothing but love.
Nothing but love for Frosty.
Hey guys, if you can see down there in the chat, it says, "Hey guys, let me see how much money Cholula is spending on comics." Let's go ahead and disregard that. That's my wife who's butting in over here.
Okay,
sis.
Good to know.
Yeah, let's not pay attention to that at all.
I was gonna say $20, but now that I know it's his wife, I'll say $5.
You know, 20 on the year is not bad, bro. That's pretty good.
He dips in the 25-cent bins, man. Cholula does 25 cents.
Oh man. So, I got to get to this real quick too.
Bruce Willis hairline.
Oh man. So again, thank you everybody for joining us today. You know, our brother Tad didn't get a chance to join us as far as showing off books in the last episode where we were talking about inkers. One of my favorite inkers is Joe Rubinstein. He's done a ton of work. And Tad was just really excited. He pulled some books and wanted to show off some of his Rubinstein stuff. So we're going to give him a chance to do that now.
Cool. Thanks, man. All right. So like we said before, when he signs really big. And I was actually shocked he was able to fit this right here, but he did it in the right spot. I didn't tell him. He just knew where to go with it. This is Captain America 251. He signed right there in silver.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Of course, these bags, I got to replace them. These bags are tore up.
Who's that character in the background? Do you know, Frost? I mean, do you know, Tat? Yeah. Too much Frost talk.
Yeah.
It says the missionary and the madman. So that must be the missionary, and the madman's the one who's got in his hands, I guess. That's what it says. So yeah, missionary position, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, thank you, France.
That looks really cool. Like, could you hold it up one more time, Tat?
Yeah.
I just wanted to show that looks really cool right there because he did that in what? Is that silver or white?
That's silver.
Silver, and it looks really good against the black background, and then the white hands coming up, so like it blends really good. The guy, he doesn't have the greatest signature, like the nicest looking signature, but I mean, he's got an eye for placement and color. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, for sure. And the one
stuff out too. I mean, you can read it; it's legible. I mean,
for sure.
And you know, I mean, I'm going to replace the bag and board in that eventually, and hopefully probably get slabbed. What I mainly went there for was to get my X Factor book signed by him, and course, I got a X Factor #1 signed by him. It's in red. Trying to get it where you don't see it. There you go.
Oh, yeah,
That's
there
a
you
little
go.
better.
It's pretty close.
Yeah.
So I got it in red, and that wasn't too bad. Then I had him do it in blue.
I like the red. I mean, red's always my favorite color, but I think it just
Yeah.
pops more against the purple.
Yeah.
it does.
So, and these I'm definitely going to get slabbed. I want to, because I do have another raw copy of this where it's no signature on it whatsoever. But this was the book that I mainly went for him to sign, and I was really stoked. I've had this book since it came out, which was back in 1986, and to have this book that long, and the bag and board that I had it in, and that the book still came back at the grade it did. It came back in a 9.6, signed by Rubinstein. It's the first appearance of Apocalypse, X Factor #6.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
Sorry about the glare. But yeah, you can see right there, he did it in red. Pretty big. He dated it too. There you go.
Yeah.
And that's funny. That's what I'm always concerned about is like how the colors will either clash, pop, or blend. You don't want them to blend, and you don't want them to clash either. You want them to pop, and I'm always concerned about like red and orange. But that looks really good. That looks really good.
No, he placed that in the right spot right there. You know what I mean?
He's trying to go for. He looks like he's trying to go for the negative space.
Yeah, because
So,
I've seen him do it before down at the bottom here, and he'd start almost in the box with Spider-Man's head and go down the bottom. And I've seen him go down the side of where Angel is down here before too. He won't go up in the name of the book at all. I've never seen him really do that. The only one I've ever seen do that is Chris Claremont.
And Starlin does that too.
Starlin? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I've never met Starlin, so I couldn't tell you if he did or not. But that's my Rubinstein books. Those are the ones I got. Well, that did get signed by him. I did want to get more, but I was really trying to, fund my my time there to make sure I had enough to buy books itself and get other signatures.
Hey, throw one more of those Rubinstein signatures up real quick. I just wanted you reminded me of a story. The last time I went to his table, yeah, it's a good one. The last time I went to his table, he had a handler with him. And so they're talking back and forth, and I'm talking to him, and I'm negotiating a price on a sketch that I want to get, and he talks about his signature, and I was like, oh, can you do the signature here? And the handler, she blurts out, he has a horrible looking signature anyways. Yeah, so she said that to him. So he writes sloppy anyways. And he goes, well, I'm not here to write for people, I'm here to draw. He says jokingly, right? He wasn't being a jerk. And he goes, and then he turns to me, and it was really funny. He turns to me and he goes, can you believe here, let me see. Hold on a second. He turns to me and he goes, can you believe this girl over here? She's making fun of me. Doesn't she know that I was schooled not in this country? I don't know how to write like you guys do.
Oh.
And then she just turns back to him and she's like, that's not an excuse.
Oh.
But it was funny. You could tell they were just joking around.
Oh yeah, they had to probably be pretty close friends or something. You know what I'm saying, for him to allow her to do that.
For sure.
Good, though. He's got a good sense of humor.
Yeah, he did. He really like took it in stride and like kind of just jabbed back. But you could tell they were being playful. It was pretty funny.
Cool.
All right. So cool. Did you have? I'm sorry, I don't remember. AG, did you have any more Rubinstein to show off today?
No, I was just waiting for Randy Emberlin, and I mean I got some books from I finally got some Neil Adams and some Denny O'Neil, but I don't know if you want to go, if Tat's taking a break or what Tat's doing.
Well, let's do this. Let's do this.
Mine?
Yeah, I was gonna say let's see your stuff.
Yeah, I just got a couple. Let's see, I gotta dig them out here. Didn't think it was gonna be my turn.
Well, and I'm not driving. Yeah, I'm not driving this time, Seth Lordley.
Yeah, stay safe, no driving.
Yeah.
So yeah, these were the when we discussed Neil Adams a few weeks back. It was that third episode, possibly third or fourth. Yeah. Batman 222. This was a popular book because it has it's got like the Beatles on it.
Oh.
So it's pretty happy with the grade.
Nice.
I'll get to the Sig in a moment, but yeah, it's supposed to be like the Beatles. I'm trying to figure out what Batman and Robin trying to figure out who. The Neil, it's right at the top in gold, or like a bronze. There it is.
Oh, nice. There it is.
Yeah,
And that's not.
I'm sorry.
I was going to say that's not his usual signature. Usually he does one name over the other.
Exactly. So this was a little tricky because I asked. I said, "Would you mind, signing in two different spots, or like separating it a little bit, spacing it?" So he did that, and I was really stoked because he did that with my buddy's book with Tommy, Body Heat. Body Heat. This is the only book he got because he's a big Beatles guy. And when we met Neil in Chicago, Body Heat bought the book. He got a 7. I think he got a 7.5. So I was like, damn it, for a guy who doesn't collect comics, he got a higher grade. Damn it.
You should trade him.
Yeah. No, I know I'd let him keep. He loves that book. But he got his in a blue, and the blue really pops.
Oh, nice.
But see, I was like, I'll be a little different. I'll just kind of go subtle. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Neil was able to separate, his autograph. Because when I asked him the second time on a different book, maybe a year later, he didn't really do that. He just kept his signature tight.
Yeah, usually he stacks the first name right over the last name.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a pretty nice, I like his little autograph too. I mean, it's pretty,
Yeah.
He's got a nice little sig.
Art Adams does the same thing when he signs his name.
Yeah, he's got a tight little, let me show you the, this is one of my lowest graded books as well. It's a Green Lantern 76, 3.5. And I remember this was back in 2016. Yeah, this is back in 2016, getting Neil Adams and Denny O'Neil.
Oh, iconic cover.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the Denny O'Neil. And you can see the blue's got a nice.
Yeah, he's always had that scrawled out signature.
Yeah, he's kind of long too. And then Neil,
yeah.
Neil put his autograph together right there. He put Neil and then Adams.
That's even tighter than usual.
Yeah, I wanted him to go. I want him to go Neil and then Adams on this side, covering the watermark.
Oh.
I wanted him to cover that water stain. He put it right in there, which is fine. But I know if he covered the water stain, it would have just, covered it.
You were trying to pull a Cholula.
Yeah, yeah. I was trying to pull a Cholula and didn't know it. But yeah, I mean that's the biggest flaw of this book is it's water stained through, pretty much on the bottom on this side right down here. That's why it's got such a low grade. But I mean this book is usually spine ticked. Yes, where is it? Right, I always had the right the first time. Spine ticked up. It breaks a lot of color. You see it in my green. So I was really happy with this one.
So Sith Lordly was asking, is that the first appearance of Eggman on that Batman book, I believe?
Oh, Eggman? Let's see. I don't know about that.
And then in regards to that Batman book, Airborne says that's a clean book right there.
Yeah, no, I'm like I said, I'm really happy with it. And like a lot of these books I'm showing as well, I didn't press and clean a lot. I didn't start pressing and cleaning until maybe about 2 years ago. A year and a half to 2 years. So a lot of these I don't, who knows? I never really studied them for if they have any possibilities of getting pressed and coming out of better
possible
grade.
Defects. Yeah.
And I think that's another YouTube channel now. So
Hashtag.
anyways, no, it just says Beatles takeoff.
Okay.
Of the Batman 22, just says Beatles takeoff. But you know how how CGC can be sometimes. They maybe leave out some info.
Yeah.
Or depending. So I'll just show. I got 3 more, and then if Tat's ready, jump into Tat. I'll try to speed this up. That's it. Now here's a Green Lantern 87. I believe this is first John Stewart, graded 7.5. And this label to me is cool. I'm grateful, or I'm not grateful. I am grateful. A little ungrateful. But, no, CBCS, since they changed it now to yellow, I'm not worried. This label doesn't bother me. Because this was a loose book signed by Neil. It was a loose book signed by Neil Adams. And let's see, where's Neil at? Oh, way down there in black, which is kind of cool.
Damn.
But when I met Denny O'Neil for the second time, that's when I got it witnessed.
That's a badass book right there.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked with it. And I like the signature placement in the Sigs.
I've been looking for that book for a long time, dude. That's a beautiful book right there. Yep.
Yeah, again, this one is, man, when was this? I think I need some glasses. My eyes aren't this fine print. 2016. It's different format. Different. I'm used to CGC. 2016 when I got Denny O'Neil,
Mm-hmm.
and I probably got the book back in like 2014. I purchased this in 2014. So 2 more
Nice,
books. Daredevil 181, and it's
Freaking Tat chomping all in the mic over here.
it's all right. It's all right. And this is the only one I think. This is the one I have with that Daredevil label, the CGC Daredevil label.
Oh, nice.
So
We
it's
gotta
the only
get
one
Tat. We gotta get Tat some of those Daredevil labels.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know if this one's still around, if it's still available. But yeah, I got Denny O'Neil.
Oh man, that's nice.
Yeah, this was the same time I met, when I got him to autograph the Green Lantern for me. But,
if those labels aren't around, I can just draw my own.
we can always get you on Feebay.
Yeah, Feebay. Yeah, you just find a nice Daredevil book that's a nice high grade, but it's not like a first appearance or major key, then you can get a nice one. All right, last book. And I got this one done back in 2014. This one actually sent out to a company, and they did all these SIGs for me. I sent this book out with my buddy Eddie, and because he was doing and he's like, "Hey man, you want to throw some books in with mine?" And I'm gonna get all these autographs, and they'll sign your book as well, and we'll split the shipping cost. That'll be part of the gig. And I was like, "Sure, bro." So Amazing Spider-Man 667. Let me read these off. Stan Lee, Neil Adams, Dan Slott, Humberto Ramos, Victor Alzaba, who I dig. And actually, those are the sketches I forgot. I got some really cool sketches by Victor Alzaba. Edgar Delgado, and then Neil Adams. Yeah, I must have missed Neil Adams. Jesus Christ, I forgot how many SIGs that is. I can't count. 7, 8. I think there's 8 SIGs. 8 SIGs on this ASM 667.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's a ton of SIGs.
Yeah, and I mean, I just sent the book out and it came back like that. And they had, no window bags and boards. It was just a book they pulled out of the bag and board to sign it. So the placement on this is just I was get a little worried. I'm gonna cover up somebody's head. They're gonna don't cover up Spidey. But yeah, I mean it's a Neil Adams, and I don't know if it's Neil Adams' very first. I'm sure it's not his first Spider-Man cover, but being it's a Neil Adams Spider-Man cover.
I kind of like where Stan Lee signed. He put it like almost not in the middle of the book, but pretty much there, and everybody else kind of had a sign around him.
Exactly, it's pretty awesome.
That's the way it always is, isn't it?
Yeah. This nice big Stan Lee label when the man was, doing a lot better health wise, and people weren't abusing him.
Yeah.
Little Delgado, way over there.
Oh yeah, I can see it. It's right on
like off the Spider-Man's
leg there.
Yeah, guard, like shin guard. But
was he playing hockey?
Yeah,
he is playing hockey.
It's a Canadian variant, man. Canadian variant.
Gotcha. Brew, eh?
Strange brew. Strange Spidey, eh?
I got a mouse in my beer, eh?
All right.
Gotta say a big hello, big shout out to the Uncanny Kyle Walker joining us all the way from New Zealand. What's up, buddy, man? Thanks for making it out.
Yeah, very cool. What do we got in here anyways? So we got 7. 7's good. 7's a key number.
Cool. Yeah.
That's a lucky number.
7's key number. 7-minute abs.
There you go. So
did you say 7-minute abs? Oh, damn, dude.
I thought it wasn't it 8 minutes?
Baby.
Wasn't it 8-minute abs?
I thought it was 7 minutes, and then he goes, "Hey, what if somebody comes on the video for 6 minutes?"
Oh
no, 7's the key number.
That's like turning your dial on your amplifier to 11.
Yeah. All right, enough movie references. Let's get on to Tat and Mr. Randy Emberlin.
Well, guys, yeah, that's the thing is, last week we were talking about inkers, and one of our favorite inkers was, of course, Rubinstein, but somebody that Tat knows and now knows personally, and has gotten a ton of books signed, and it's one of his would you say that's your favorite inker?
Yes.
Yeah,
for sure. For sure.
So let's jump back to Tatty.
Yeah, let's get back on video.
So I mean, I shot a video a long time ago of every single book that I got signed by Randy, and I forgot to grab 4 books though, which sucks. I couldn't find them, but it was a 4-part mini series of Rogue, and he did all the inking on it. And I got him to sign all those books for me, well, the 4 books. And one of them he did in green. It came out so good. That's why I was so upset I couldn't find it. But the first time I met Randy Emberlin, I said, it was at a small Comic-Con up in Portland. And it wasn't titled Rose City, but I think that's what it became eventually. And so I didn't have any books for him the first time I met him. But the second time I met him, I really did my research. And I found out that he did some G.I. Joe. And I tell you, it was so cool just to see him light up when I showed him his G.I. Joe books, because he was like, man, I've been in this business for years, and I've kind of these Comic-Cons, and nobody has ever brought me a G.I. Joe book. He says, you're the very first one. I said, really? It's like, yeah. So that was pretty cool. I brought something to him that he enjoyed doing, but wasn't recognized, I guess, enough for him to, where he said he was signing books of G.I. Joe. So I guess I was the first one, which, kind of a little bit more great for me. But I'm going to show these books in numbered so I can put them back easily. And the other thing was too is that there's a book I'll show in a few minutes that Randy worked with another great artist. You guys will see the name, but here's G.I. Joe number 64. I had Randy sign it right there in red. You want to call it Murphinator Red or Cholula Red?
Yeah.
And so, he was, like I said, he was just, I'll say Cholula Red, Murph ain't here, right? Screw him. But, no, Murph knows I love him. So it was cool. He signed that one. This one here, though, it was great because, like Randy dates everything. So that one was back in 2015. But in 2014, when I met him, I think that was the first time I met him was in 2014. Yeah, it had to be. Mike Zeck was also there. So it was great because I had Randy sign this first, and then he goes, hey, Mike Zeck did the cover for that. I go, really? And I was still learning. Artist stuff. So, he pointed out where Mike Zeck was. So I got this one double signed by Mike Zeck and Randy. Let me see if I can get that in better. And Mike Zeck, he did it in black at the time. Before I was able to ask him to use a paint pen of mine, he had his black marker. So he did it right there, a Sharpie, whatever. He did a good job, but you can see he didn't date it and Randy did. So 2014, which I don't mind that Randy does that because that helps me remember, and at the same time with him dating a book like that, if I do through CBCS, the signature verification, they'll be able to go back and go, okay, yeah, Randy was at this Comic-Con on that date because he's got it dated, and that should help them, further their investigation to see if the signature is legit or not. And then you're going to see some books here like this one, number 66. I got 2 of them. I didn't realize I had 2 of them. So this one's dated in 2015.
And they're both signed, huh?
Yeah, and they're both signed by Randy. Oh, yeah. I got all my books of Randy signed pretty much. Here's the other one. Same color, but 2014.
Same color.
So,
the very next year.
Yeah, the very next year, So this one, though, I got to tell you, I really liked where Randy placed his signature here. And he just put R Emberlin, which was great. And he put 2015. But I mean, really, I don't think you could have put that in any
That
better
looks
place.
really clean right there. That was nice.
Yeah, and see these books
90% of the time, 100%, whatever.
Yeah, and he has such a great signature. Now, see these books; these are the type of boards I still have. You know what I mean?
Oh, you got to scrap that, yeah. But that's
yeah. Right. Oh, yeah. I'm going to. But I mean, I had what was it? I had my X Factor number 6 in a bag and board like that, and look, it still came back at a 9.6. So I think it all depends on how you take care of your comic books. If you keep them in a hot place, yeah, they're going to get jacked up. Keep them in a cold place where there's moisture, they're going to get jacked up. But if you keep them in a nice, moderate temperature, your books will last. And as long as you take care of them, and I'm so freaking anal about my books.
You got to.
Here's number 6.
You do got to step up to. You do got to step up to some of these though, Chad. Let me show you. Look, Frosty, he just sent me these, and so what these are? They're the comic skin, the clear backer board. So. I think these are really cool. I wouldn't do them on every single book, but definitely any book that has a wraparound cover or any book that has maybe like a pinup art in the back. I think that would be cool to do.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
So thank you to Frost for sending these over.
Yeah.
Right on.
All
So yeah, those things are
Yeah,
great. I
so
have
you're-
a couple of X-Men classic books. I would definitely do those with. Here's G.I. Joe number 68. Randy did this right where the tank is. He did it in. I want to say he did that in gold.
Oh, dope.
nice gold or yeah.
Let's see, yeah.
Yeah.
And see, he always placed it in the right spot where it didn't take up any part of the picture. And like I said, his signature is just one of my favorites. Here's another thing where I got two signatures, same book, but different colors. Here's one in gold.
Cool.
Hit my cord. You know?
Yeah, that gold's nice.
But see, this one, you can see the cut on it's nice. On the top, you know what I mean? And the bottom, you can see like some of his boot. I think this one, the cut on the book was a little different. I'm going to have to take it out of the bag. Sorry, everyone, because it's got a sticker on the front. And you can't see the signature.
Who's the cover artist for that?
For these ones?
Yeah.
Here, I'll tell you in a few minutes. Because, you know, I know that Mike Zick did a few G.I. Joe. Here's the same book, but he did it in silver.
Oh, nice.
You know?
I actually like it up there.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, on that purple background.
Yeah. You know what's weird though? See, okay. This one's gonna be hard to read, but Bob McLeod, I believe, and
Oh, okay.
I can't read the other signature because it's like right here in the corner. You know what I mean? And what sucks is these books back in the day when these were printed, they really don't give you too much information. So you can see right there, they just see how they just give you, you know, the colorist and things like that.
The yellow box with the information.
Yeah, they really didn't give you too much of who the cover artist was. So you're gonna have to be really keen on signatures, you know, in the corners there. Sometimes, you know, you'll get a book and man, that signature won't even be there, and it's either because you know, it didn't print out well enough. But I knew that Randy did the inking on this, so I had no problem taking it to him. He had no problem signing it, which was awesome.
The uncanny Kyle Walker is asking Tad. He says, "Did you get the whole run done by Randy?"
Yeah.
Oh, for G.I. Joe?
Almost.
I don't know because see, I stopped collecting G.I. Joe a long time ago. God, so I never really completed the whole run. So I'm still finding some to this day that I don't have a G.I. Joe, and I always look to see if Randy did it or not. But I can honestly say any book that I have in my collection that Randy has done, or you know, inking on or whatnot, I get him to sign it. And you know, it's just because for me, I like his style of inking, and you know, he's just. I met the guy, you know, numerous of times. I text him every once in a while. Here, I'll show him books. Here's number 70. He signed it in red right there, Chulu red, dated 2015. He's just always been really nice to me and my kids, and especially AG. In fact, my brother AG did something for him at a con where he, I'll let AG tell that story, but it was pretty cool. He just asked if AG could do something for him, and my brother was like, "Yeah, sure," you know. And so I had to leave, and yeah, my brother did something really cool for him. There's another tank picture. He signed it right there.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
And red. I'll try to zip through these. Don't want to be too long. Here's number 73.
That's 73.
Yeah, it's 73.
Okay. I
think I like his.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I like his R. Amberlin as opposed to the whole Randy. Well, the whole Randy looks good too, but
yeah,
I like the R. Amberlin. That looks good.
Oh yeah.
Now I'll get to I'll get to some of my Spideys. That's some of my G.I. Joe. I'll get to some of my Spideys. I didn't want to take the whole show. Here's Spider-Man 353, and this is when Randy was working with Mark Bagley, right? Mark Bagley. Okay.
He did Bagley. Bagley and Larson. There's some Larson issues. But to go back to the G.I. Joes, I don't know if he started somewhere in the 30s, late 30s or early 40s, but he did a long span of G.I. Joes from whether it be the 30s or 40s all the way. And obviously, you just showed issue 73, so I have to really go back and look. But I know he obviously did a big chunk of G.I. Joes.
Yeah, Randy did.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah, he did a lot of stuff for Dark Horse too, which is great. In fact, I went out.
We're losing you, Tat. We're losing you.
Sorry, that was my daughter. She's trying to call me, and my wife tried to tell her, you know, like your dad's doing a live stream. Don't, you know, mess them. But that's another story.
The Spideys.
Yeah, here's 359. Sign right there.
Yeah, that red.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Nice.
So, I was, like I said, when I started finding that Randy did a lot of these books, I had no problem taking it to me. I had no problem signing it. Here's 360. I did a video a long time ago of all of my signatures from Randy because I wanted to highlight that, so I believe at the time, Pop.comics now goes by Cobra. Oh gosh, I'm gonna mess that up. He was interested in finding out what books Randy did because he wanted to meet Randy. So it was great. I got as much as I talked about Randy and showed books by Randy. Sorry, here's another book 373. It did get another person in the community to find books by Randy and get signed by Randy. And he told me, man, the experience of meeting Randy was just phenomenal. He loved it.
That's cool.
So yeah, I was kind of glad to get that out there. Now this is probably my favorite one of Randy's covers. Besides, I'll show you in Slabs, but you'll see why. Because I have about like 6 copies of this, and I have one slab. But this one,
oh, I know which one it is.
Yeah, this one was already signed. I bought it signed by Mark McKinney. That's how you say it.
Mm-hmm.
McKinney. Okay, yeah. So this one was already signed by him, and it's 1,014 out of 5,000 signed by him up here in this corner. Okay, so when I took this to. Oh, sorry, yeah. So I took this to Randy. This was in 2017. Randy made a joke about that. He goes, "Oh, you already got him to sign that?" He goes, "He's not even at the con." And I go, "Yeah, no, I bought the book with him, where it's already signed by him." So you're signing it. He started laughing. He thought that was pretty funny.
Cool.
Because every time I took this book to him, it was signed by him and Danny Fingeroth, the editor.
Yeah.
My laptop just went completely. That's okay. I don't need to look at the screen. So you can see I got Danny right there. I got Randy right there. But this is probably this is one of my favorite covers, that Randy did. Then here is 378. Go ahead, bud.
That's nice. I like that one.
Covers are nice.
Then here's 386, signed back in 2017.
Okay.
And like I have so many more Spider-Man books that he signed, but I didn't grab them all. Here's 388.
Yeah.
It really seems like so you didn't work on the placement for this at all, right? You just let him sign wherever he wants?
Yes, and he always signed it in the right spot. It's so cool.
Yeah, he really did.
And the thing with Randy too, every time I went to him, he never had a problem with if I said, hey, I want to change the color up, he was always great about it. He was always like, yeah, whatever you got to do. He always let me use a little bit of space at his table because I was taking books to let sit off to the side and dry. His wife was always Judy. She's such a sweetheart. I basically adore the both of them. They've always helped me out in so many ways, with finding books or knowing what other artists are there to get these other books signed.
That's cool that he lets you borrow space at his table. I mean,
yeah.
According to Frost, it sounds like you needed it with the whole long box that you showed up with.
Yeah. Frost is just jealous. But anyways, the other thing was cool is that I always showed him a lot of respect too. Like if I came up to his table and I saw he was doing a sketch for somebody, I would just let him know I was there and say, hey, I'll come back later. I don't want to bug you from getting that commission done.
Yeah.
So I always respected that. If anybody else came to the table too, I'd always move to the side. I'd let them talk to him. I didn't want to crowd him and take away any time that he could have with his fans, So I think that's why he was also just cool with me because he realized that I wasn't going to be one of those people to take up a whole big space and not let anybody else come in and see him. But here it is.
How's his demeanor with the business part of it, right? Does he is he charging for Sigs nowadays? Has he always charged? How much what he does for commissions? How is he on that
Well, I'm not you're going to show something later that I did, which I'm very proud of. I'm not going to disclose how much he charged me for it, but I can tell you he didn't charge me enough, honestly. And for signatures, he never charged me because I was governed in with him to where he wasn't charging time. Now he does charge because, in the beginning, I ain't gonna lie, I used to take him a lot of books. And then I started realizing, that's not cool. I'm overloading this man. I always buy something from his table, though. I buy a couple prints just to say thank you for what he's doing. But then after a while, I wouldn't take him as many books. I might take him the next time maybe 4 books or 5 books, because I knew he had to do these commissions, and so he had to start charging after a while because, like me in the beginning, people were bringing fat stacks of books and couldn't get the commissions done, and these people were expecting that commission at the end of the day or, by the end of the week. So after a while, like I said, I didn't take him as many books. I'd only take him a few, but I always go up and at least say hi to him, and let him know that I appreciate him showing up.
Yeah.
But I won't tell you how much he charges, because I just think, I wasn't worried about the price. I just wanted a piece of artwork from this man, which you guys will see toward the end.
And not so much. No worries on the commission part of it. But just curious. What does he do for the signatures though? Does he just in case any of our watchers, any of our viewers see him at a con, they know what to expect and maybe budget for ahead of time as far as like how many books they can take him for Sigs. You remember?
You think it's $5 per
I think now he's only charging like $5 a signature. And I believe that he will do, he'll do as many books as you bring him, and he'll I think it's like $5 a signature. Yeah.
If he does anything like, I know some of these guys like Art Adams, for example, he used to be free for years and he's always he's been really cool. He's actually like really nice, really respectful. And he, before he didn't used to charge, he just started charging and he started off first, the first 3 are free. Every book after that was $5. Does he do any freebies? Do you know? Or does he just charge $5 off top?
I don't honestly know because I've never, like I said, whenever I've gone to him, I never worried about it. But he probably charges like $5 signature now.
It's not bad.
And he might. I mean, he might even cut people deals sometimes too. Because he's honestly, he's not really. I mean, of course, he's there to make money, but that's not his main goal. His main goal is just to, if anybody comes and approaches him, he's wanting to talk to him, and answer any questions that he has. I mean, he gives really great deals on his prints. If you buy a color print, let's say one of the large color prints, he will throw in a large black and white print to go along with that for free. If you buy a large black and white print, you get like a medium-sized black and white print for free. So, he does things like that. And his sketching that he does, he definitely works hard to get that done for you for that day. And if he can't, he mails it out to you and he doesn't charge you. I mean, honestly, because the picture that you'll show later that me and him collaborated on, he didn't charge me for the shipping. I offered him the money for the shipping. He said, no. He says, I didn't have it done for you on time. And he says, I feel really bad about that. He says, I'll ship it out to you. When he shipped it out to me, that was the first time I actually got to see what he did. And it was just amazing. It's like I said, a show later. But this is Amazing Spider-Man 344. It is cover art by Eric Larson, inking done by Randy Emberlin, and story told by David Michelini. That's how I pronounce it. And it's the first appearance of Cletus Cassidy, later becomes Carnage. First full appearance of Ellis Wortham as, I can't pronounce that last part, sorry, as Cardiac and Rhino appearance. This one, I got it signed by Danny Fingeroth and Randy Emberlin. Came back in a 9.6. Sorry about the glare. Yeah, damn glare. But you can see right there.
Just tilt it a little bit. If you can tilt it.
To the side.
There, is that better?
That's better.
A little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I'm too lazy to take out the plastic. But this was another time when Randy told me, he says, "Hey, Danny's right over there. Get him to sign that." I'm like, cool. I definitely wouldn't mind maybe cracking that open down the road and get Eric Larson, because I met Eric Larson. He's also just a down to earth dude. And here's my first appearance of Carnage. It came back at a 9.6, and I had Danny and Randy sign it, and the next one I would love to get on this. There's Danny right there. Dang. And there's Randy right there.
Where's Randy? Is it right on Carnage's chest? I can't see it. No, it's at the bottom.
It's right there by the rock.
In the
rock. Oh, silver. Yeah, and rock and the silver. Okay, there it is.
Yeah, and then there's Danny. He signed in blue. So the next one I wouldn't mind getting is Bagley. I think getting Bagley on this would be bad. I wouldn't mind cracking this open because I'm not looking to sell that book. It's staying in my collection, This one, though, that's why I say this one's my favorite cover, because I had Randy and Danny sign this one too, and it came back at a 9.8.
Oh wow!
And this This
you
was
got
my
you got that one you got slabbed, and you got what, another 3 copies I think signed.
I got another 3 copies signed of this, and I got 2 that aren't signed. Yeah.
That's
So
cool,
yeah,
man.
this whenever I see this book, I grab it, I pick it up. I even sent one out to Mr. Rigor Mortis, Mr. Riggedy Giggity, and you know, it's the first title is the Bride of Venom. Second title in this book is True Friends, then The Monster Within, and Echoes. There's like 4 stories in this book. But whenever I find this book, I grab it. I don't care. I just buy it. It's just been one of my favorite covers.
Holograms are harder to get at a high grade like that.
Yeah,
exactly what I was gonna say. That's a tougher book to get in a 9.8, especially. So
yeah,
show all the flaws.
And it's not on.
It's not better than the black covers.
Yeah, and it's not on this one. It was on the one where I had him sign, Randy signed across the arm here. And that was the first copy I took to him. I should have got that one slabbed, but I didn't. But it was funny because when I gave him the book, you know, he was rubbing it with his finger really hard. And he goes, "Hey, I'm not trying to mess up your book." He says, "I just got to warm it up a little bit so when I go to sign my name on there, it will stick. It won't. Yeah, it won't rub off. You know what I mean?" So that was cool. I mean, you know, and for him to explain that to me, because I was kind of looking, I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Getting your jollies off of my book, you know? the other thing that
he's personalizing it for you.
Oh yeah. So I got some Randy, you know, finger skin on there probably. Who knows? Who cares? But on a serious note, though, the one thing that me and my brother started to do too, AG who's here with us today. So we started talking about getting pop signed by him. So, you know, I had Randy sign this one here, dated 2016. It's exclusive black suit Spidey. And then I also had him sign Spider-Man 2099. I had him sign a Venom one for me. Pretty much I have like, I don't know, maybe 8 pops that he signed. And next time I ever meet Mike Zeck, I'm going to take my Punisher ones to Mike Zeck and get Mike Zeck to sign those. And then my next thing I want to do is I want to draw up, I don't know, either Spider-Man or Punisher, maybe even Daredevil. I did take that to Mike Zeck and ask him to draw whatever he wants. I'm going to give him a lot of space, and I'm going to say, draw whatever you want, and you know, put it over here, and you know, I'll pay him for whatever the commission cost will be. So that way, someday I'll have a Mike Zeck and my drawing together as a collaboration that I can keep in my own collection, own private collection. Sorry, my eyes bothering me. Because Chula, if you want to show the picture that I sent you.
Oh yeah.
Right on, Todd.
Thanks.
Yeah, I would get Daredevil, and then you do Daredevil and ask Zach to do a Punisher.
I would love for him to do a Punisher, but at the same time, you know, I just figured he'd probably know what he'd like to throw in there.
All right, so you wanna explain what I'm about to queue up? You ready?
Yeah.
All right, here it is.
Okay, so if everybody could see this, what I did originally was I was drawing Spider-Man, and when I was drawing it, I was shooting a video. Yeah, I'm hungry. Oh no, I'm hungry, dude. These are great. They're bacon and cheddar potato skin Lay's chips, man. That's the stuff.
Let's talk about that. My bad.
Yeah, let's talk more about the picture. So as you can see, what's cool is Randy signed it to me, and then he also signed it down by Carnage's leg, which I didn't realize until later on. But I still haven't signed this piece because why should I sign it? I know it's me, and I'm not going to sell it.
It's hiding. Yeah. It's way down here.
Yeah, see it?
Yeah.
So sorry about the dust. I got to dust that thing. So what I did was I was drawing Spider-Man, and I shot a video, at least I think 2 videos, because I wanted to show the update of it. And I kept talking about my idea of who I wanted to draw something on this with it. And of course it was Randy the whole time, but you know, I didn't want to let people know that. And then I did, like, I think the final video for it when I had all the coloring done in it. So I took this to Randy and I said, hey, you know, would you be interested in doing this? He says, oh yeah, let me check it out. And then of course he opened it up and he goes, hey, this Spider-Man looks familiar, because that Spider-Man is in that book. Yeah, my favorite cover. And it's in the splash page. Which while you still got that up, I'll get this book and I'll pull it out and I'll show everybody what I'm talking about. Because not only did Randy sign the outside of that book for me, he also signed the inside on that splash page. And So he knew where that Spider-Man was from. I said, yeah. I said, I looked at the picture and this is the one I drew up. So I said, hey, whatever you want to draw, please do. And, you know, I'll pay whatever commission is. So like I said, he totally undercharged me for that commission. So, you know, I gave him that poster and I came back the next day and he didn't have it done. He says, hey, I'm sorry, you know, I didn't have time to do it. And he says, you know, as soon as I get done, I'll send it out to you. I said, that's not a problem. Gave him my address and all that stuff. And, you know, and then lo and behold, the day I get that in the mail, this is what he sent me. And blew me away. And the one thing that cracked me up about that picture was the webbing that I did. I tried to mimic what McFarlane did.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing in that picture that I left in pencil. I did not go over it with the pen or nothing. I left it in pencil. And Randy saw that. He just goes, oh, wow. He goes, did you do that in pen? I said, no. He says, oh, I could have sworn it looks like it's a pen. I said, no, it's all pencil. He goes, oh, your shading looks pretty good. I said, well, thank you, you know.
That's
and
awesome.
then he was joking. Yeah, then he was joking. He goes, well, you know what? If I draw, I'm just gonna erase that webbing. I'm gonna erase it and put something there. And I go, that's fine, whatever you want to do. Randy and his wife goes, no, don't do that to his drawing. It's a beautiful drawing. Don't do that. Randy goes, I'm just kidding, you know. So it was kind of funny. It was kind of one of those moments I had with Randy there. Let me find that splash page I was talking about. God, I'm pretty sure this is the book.
I'm going to share my screen one more time. I want to show you guys what Randy did around Tat's drawing. So you can kind of see how the drawing that Randy did just went completely around the webbing. He didn't touch any of Tat's webbing. He didn't mess it up. He just worked Carnage right into it. And I thought that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's very sick. Yeah, I mean,
okay, I am wrong. I'm wrong. It's not in issue 375. It was in another Spider-Man book. And God, man, I think it was
it's first appearance of 2099 Spidey, the black one.
Thank you. Yeah, it's the black one. Okay. Yeah.
I'm not sure the number. I got the number, but that's this first 2099 Spidey.
Yeah, and it has the it has a hologram sticker in there. That's the one. If anybody wants to go, you can. If you look in that book, flip it open, you see the splash page. That's how I drew my Spider-Man, exactly from that page, which is him and Bagley that did that. So
I had that. I think later on they turned that into a poster.
Mm-hmm.
Is it with him, Carnage, and Venom?
Yeah, I have that poster.
It folds out.
I had that poster over my bed for years, dude.
Oh yeah, I have that poster, and I have it signed and dedicated to me, and then I have another one signed and dedicated to my son, and then I have a bunch of other prints that Randy did that he signed for me. So yeah, I got a lot of Randy stuff, which I'm very proud of. I'm very proud to own. Yeah. So thank you guys for letting me share that. And thank you, Chula, for showing that picture, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, and you know what? Just as a matter of fact, while you guys are just talking about that, I think I found the poster itself too. I just wanted to show it off real quick. I think it's really cool, and then we can see the comparison between Tat's work and the original.
The original's a lot better.
I don't know why I think it's 364. Why do I think 364? I don't know. I'm probably off. ASM.
It is the first appearance of Spider-Man 2009. And hey, Kingdom Comics is in the chat. How's it going, buddy?
Here it is. This is the one, right?
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah, dude, that's really cool.
Yeah, you see the yeah.
Yeah, dude, I had this poster over my bedroom for like I don't know how many years. It was pretty cool.
Oh, and then get this. The other thing I forgot to mention was that when I got the picture and I basically told Randy, I said, thank you so much. I got it. It's safe. It's in my possession. He goes, well, hey, I left it black and white. So if you wanted to color it, I'm like, what? No, I ain't coloring that, dude. He goes, no, seriously, if you want to color it, you can ink it. I said, no, dude, this isn't a coloring book for me. This is, no. So, but Randy, I tell you what, man, I think Frost called it right when he said, "Oh, that's his Uncle Randy," because he likes to screw at me all the time. He went to Hawaii. I'll just tell the story real quick. He went to Hawaii, him and his wife, and they went up there for a Comic-Con. And I was texting him, just making sure he got there safe. And he showed me a commission that he did just for the Hawaii Comic-Con, and it was Silver Surfer surfing right by the famous mountain in Hawaii. Right? I can't think of the name of it right now.
Hilo? Is it Hilo?
Yeah, think about Hilo Mountain. So he's surfing around there, and I told Randy, I said, "Dude, I want that. I want that poster so bad." And he says, "Okay, I still got a few." And I go, "Okay, how much?" He goes, $250. I go, "Oh, okay. No, I think I can wait." And he starts laughing. He goes, "No." He goes, "I'm just kidding." He goes, "No, not $250." He goes, $25. I'm like, "Okay, shit, I'll take 3." So I was so stoked because I was gonna get one for me, one for my brother, AG, of course, and one of my friends at work. And what sucked though is when he came back, he says, "Hey, I'm sorry, I couldn't bring that one back with me because it was a piece that was commissioned just for that Comic-Con there, and I can't bring it back here and sell it because it was just for that Comic-Con only." So he had a different Silver Surfer picture that he did draw afterwards. And I said, "Okay, how much for that one?" He goes, "Hey, for you, it's free," and he signed it.
Oh, that's cool.
And I said, "No." I said, "You're just kidding me, right?" He goes, No. He says, "Since I couldn't get the other one free," he goes, "You can take this one." And I was like, okay. So I did, of course, buy some more prints from him besides getting that one for free. But I felt so bad, and he's like, "No," he says, he felt bad he couldn't give me the one that I wanted. And I was like, "Oh, it's no big deal." But every time I talk to Randy or I do text him, it's funny because he'll tell me what he's working on, and it's almost what I'm trying to work on. Or it'll be something I'll show him, and he goes, "Oh, I'm about to do that right now." "Oh, cool. Let me see." So he'll show me when he can. But he's a busy man. I don't try to bug him all the time. But that's what I'm saying. That's why I really admire that man, and I have a lot of respect for him because he takes the time out of his busy day to talk to somebody like me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it sounds like he really cares about his fans. And I'll tell you, look, it looks like we have Tito Kingdom Comics joining us. What's up, Tito, man? Really appreciate you stopping by. And Tito says, "I met Randy, so awesome guy in Texas a few years back." So that's that. I mean, there it goes to show you when you got other people in the community just that are backing that point up and saying, "Hey, I've met him too, and he's awesome. He's cool." That's dope. That you can rely on great artists to be good to their fans and makes you want to keep going out and seeing them.
Oh yeah.
Just wanted to say hi to Kingdom. I know we had a couple other folks in the chat joining us. Kay Titus said hello all the way from Japan. Thank you. I know you've joined us for a few weeks in a row. So again, man, thank you so much for the support. Thank you for stopping by. And I know we also had Ray Ray. Ray Ray was joining us in the chat, and I was looking for his there we go, for his last comment, just to post it and say hello to Ray Ray, man. Thanks for Way. I'll tell you guys, man, I was mentioning earlier to my brothers over here that I sound weird because I got these new Invisalign braces going on, and it's not the business, you guys. I got a lisp now. Apparently I can't pronounce my R's anymore.
But your teeth look perfectly white. But AG, do you want to tell them though what you were able to do for Randy?
Sure. I'll mention a few things. Let's see.
Look at that. You threw your brother on the spot without prepping him. Look at him.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. No, because I mean, my brother got to do something really cool for him, and I was like, that was really cool. My brother got to do for Randy.
Yeah, me and Randy Emberlin, that was at Portland Comic-Con. That was heading out, and I remember the Eugene Con. But what Tat's referring to, that was Portland Comic-Con, and that might have been the second time meeting him. And he was going to a panel within the hour. He was going to a panel, and he was wondering if I can record the panel for him with his iPhone. I said, "Sure, I'll record with your iPhone," and then I also recorded with mine as well. But I think it's a little tricky. It's like trying to rest your arm and keep it held high and keep the iPhone from getting shaky, and holding it, make sure the volume's up, and get good visuals. And I was close to the front of the section when I was filming Randy Emberlin in the panel, and that was fun. I was planning on going to the panel anyways. Now I just had to use iPhones and film. So, but again, no problem here. I was honored, and at one point I'm like, wow, the guy's trusting me with his phone. It's like you could just, I mean, if you're not cool, you could bolt with a phone, or go through his list. You could be like, if you want to be a stalker, you could be like, "Oh, where's this guy's address? Where's his friggin' phone number?" I did none of that, of course, because that's not me. And my wife's right next to me anyway, so I don't want to make it look that obvious. But no, ultimately Randy was just he's just an amazing guy, he at the time of meeting him he was signing, books for free, and as Tad stated earlier, we would actually take, we had a pretty good stack of books walking up to his table, and then you'd get there and it's like, okay, it's maybe we've got 10 plus books, and we're like, okay, we'll see. And he looks like he's a little busy. It's like, okay, you know what, we'll come back. We just want to say hi. We'll come back. Go back, and we sort through our books, and we come back with 5 of them, And at the time, we didn't know that he was charging. And like most artists, Randy will post a list of things he charges for: sketches, head sketch, remark. He has a list. So all artists will post that. So that's one thing to look at, and prices on that definitely vary and can change as time goes on. For work like that. So only when you go to a con and you see like Randy Emberlin or other type of folks who are interested in getting autographs from or sketches, take a look at their table, because if they do charge, it should be posted at their table. If not, then of course you ask them, and they'll let you know what they're charging for the autograph for that day, or a sketch or a sketch or remark. But so we come back with 5 books each or so, and then we ask, hey, would you mind signing our books? He goes, no problem. And I know for me, and I'm sure it's for Tad as well, we were grabbing the books, so we only use maybe 1 or 2 different colors or 1 color. That way it's a quick signing. You don't have to keep swapping out pens, with the guy. And Randy's the kind of guy, it was like, I don't remember using bags and boards and windows and anything like that with him. It's just hand him a raw book. He's not rough with it. He sits there and he goes, he may even ask you, like, where would you like me to sign? Or he goes, how, here, look in reference. Do you think is here good for a signature? And you could yay or nay. But the guy's got excellent placement and excellent.
Are you serious? So he'll ask you ahead of time?
Yeah, he's done that with me.
That's cool.
And now granted, I don't know what it's like now. I haven't seen him in a few years, but knowing the guy, I'm sure he's still the same guy. I'm sure he hasn't changed much. It's just going to be a matter of what he may charge now. And then another good point would be, like a lot of artists do, and I was surprised to hear about Art Adams. I haven't seen Art Adams in a couple of years. But that's very cool that Art would like say, hey, the first 3 free, and then charge you after that, because Art wasn't charging for many years as well.
Yeah.
But when you're going to get they may even ask you, and they may even have a post. They may even have I've seen a lot of artists have it posted where signature fee $5, graded $15.
Yeah.
Or getting it graded $20, and it depends. And again, it varies per artist, per their preference. So
because it's their own. Yeah, because it's their own pricing. It's whatever they want, and it's important to know, like, some of these artists who charge a little more, don't feel bad asking, like, hey, could you work with me a little bit? Because a lot of times they will, especially if they know it's for your PC. If they don't see you there with like 20 copies of Ultimate Fallout number 4, like obviously you're gonna do some flipping, right? Like, okay, like he's gonna make his money first, all right? But but if it's a bunch of stuff that's for your own PC, if you talk to these guys, a lot of times they're cool. But if they're already, but what I will recommend, guys, if they have a jar on their table that it says it's for Heroes Initiative or it's for some charity, don't cheap out.
Donate.
Just donate. Yeah. Just donate. Because a lot of these guys, they're not even doing it for themselves. They're out there doing it for another cause, and they're donating their time. So pay it back in kind. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, because Ozaba, when we met Ozaba, he was signing like my books for free and my son's books for free. But the only one he told me right off the bat, he says, I will sign for free all day. I can't do his accent. But he says the only one I will charge for will be it was the newest cover that he did. It was for the newest issue of Amazing Spider-Man, I think #1, right?
Was it #1?
Was it because it's one where he's like swinging in the air and he's got his mask off.
Yeah. He had a couple stipulations. He had like that issue #1 that came out, and then maybe like there might have been an issue 700 or something. Just a couple of books.
He said if yeah, and that was cool, because like he had that right off the bat, and I was like, okay, cool. That I did have that book, so I did have to charge for that one. But the one thing that I liked about, this is going off the subject, but at that Comic-Con, I did go to other tables, and I saw Ozbal come around, and he was taking whatever money he had in his pocket, and he was buying art and sketches from other artists that were there.
That's really cool.
And you know, I just looked at him and said, "Oh, that's cool." And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Hey, I like to support everybody." You know.
Yeah.
So I mean, for
Yeah.
him to, he didn't have to, but I mean, he was going around. He was just walking around meeting people when he'd leave his table, and he was buying books from other artists, from independent writers, and things like that. So I mean, that was pretty cool, the man. And but when he signed my son's book of Spider-Man, it was hilarious because he signed right on his butt. He goes, "Hey, man, I don't mean to be proud." He goes, "I got to sign on his butt because that's the only spot I got." He says, "The other guy he got signed, he took up the whole picture." And it wasn't Rubinstein. It wasn't Rubinstein. But my son was taking this Spider-Man book that he had, and he was just going around to everybody that had like a picture of Spider-Man behind them, and they were signing it for him for free. So that's why he told my son, he says, "I got to sign on his butt because that's the only spot I got." You know? So it's pretty funny. I mean, he was a cool, chill dude, and he did an awesome blank cover sketch for AG, which AG will have to show out sometime if you ever pull it out. I mean, I'm not kidding you. It was, oh man, this guy banged it out pretty quick, and I think even AG was like, "Oh damn, this is sick," you know, and he got it graded that day.
Yeah, I was very fortunate. That was a situation where it was, you know, Steranko was there, Adi Granoff was there, and it was when I jumped out the Steranko line. I gave up on Steranko because I didn't realize how long, you know, how fast his line moved. It was the first time trying to get Steranko, and I was like, you know, I went straight to Victor. I'm like, I'd rather, you know, go see how Vic's doing and get his autograph and see how he's doing on a sketch of mine that he was doing for me. And the price was phenomenal, and I got 2 characters, and I mean, it just class act. I was very lucky to meet him, man. And yeah, unfortunately, I don't have that. Book's buried in the CGC box.
Let me ask you guys a question that definitely has to do with the subject matter that we were just talking about, and it actually leads into what we're going to start talking about pretty soon. You know, we talked a lot of Randy. I have a book that I personally want to get signed and slabbed. So Randy and Bagley are kind of in that same genre. This is not my copy because I didn't get to find mine. I didn't get to pull mine. This is our buddy's Davis. This is Davis's copy right here.
Oh, Davis Comic Finds.
and for those of you guys that don't know, Bagley, he's going to be doing an in-house CGC signing really soon. Yeah, there you go. There you go, AG. Yeah. So Bagley's going to be doing an in-house CGC signing pretty soon. I hate you guys.
Oh, it's a group. Oh, there you go. Let's hold them up at the same time.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, last week when you guys showed some books, I mean, I even had that Wolverine book, man. Wolverine #1 where he's doing this to Claw. There were so many books you guys showed. I was just like, man, I want to show them. Oh, look at that. Showing off right there, man. Is that
AG,
first and second print?
AG's got a one-up us. No, those are both first prints.
Okay, because I couldn't tell.
Both first prints.
Nice. The second print, I didn't break that one out. That's the nice foil, like a silver background. That's cool.
Yeah. Well, hey, hopefully before the end of the year, I can show my second copy of Hulk 181. I've been paid on the thing for about 5 years, but it'll be paid off by the end of the year, and there'll be a grand freaking showing on here, dude. I'll show both covers.
So my question to you guys is, I want to send mine in, and I really want to get Bagley on it, but I also really want to get Randy on it. And you guys know I'm a CBCS witness. I do my own witnessing for CBCS. However, the next topic that we're talking about, AG, is those labels, you know, that CGC has. So I'm actually kind of tempted. To go out and get my own CGC account for this round. Okay. Send in my copy, get it signed by Bagley, get that Carnage label, and then hopefully when I go out and see Randy, crack that one, get it signed again, and re-slab with that same Carnage label.
Yeah, or that the label still
depending on the grade. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Sounds like a plan.
Well, if you plan on keeping
that's the thing I'm concerned about.
Yeah, well, let me put it this way, brother. If you plan on keeping this book in your collection, then let's say if it comes back in 9.6, yeah, you hope it doesn't drop, or it comes back in 9.8, you hope it doesn't drop if you crack it back open and get somebody to sign it. But if it's staying in your PC, then that shouldn't matter. You should feel like, you know what, it'd just be cool to get that other signature and get it on there, you know, if it means that much to you. That's how I'd look at it. Because, like, seriously, if I get Bagley to sign that and it drops, oh, well, it did, you know, but there's nothing I could do about that. I'd send it to him and say, hey, I want to get this, you know, cracked open and slabbed. It would suck. But at the same time, it's in my PC. It's just a book that I'd be proud to even own.
Yeah, I would say about the.
Let me ask you another question, then.
Go ahead.
No. Go ahead, AG.
No, I was just going to say about the graded books. I mean, it can happen. Anything's possible where the grade drops a little bit, from a 9.8 to maybe a 9.6 or 9.6 to 9.4, so forth and so on. I don't know. Fortunately for me, I haven't really experienced that. When if I've been at a con and CGC cracks it open for me and I physically take the book to the guy, this third party stuff so far has been working out. But yeah, anything's still possible. I have had a book. I've had a book that will go from like a 9.2 to a 9.0, and then I cracked it open again for another graph. It jumped up to 9.2. Then I cracked it open. Jesus Christ! I think I cracked it open twice. I think it started off as 9.2. It jumped to a 9.0. Then it went back to a 9.2, and then finally, after all was said and done, it came back at 9.0. But I'm not like for that 0.2. I was like, it didn't really matter. I mean, it was it was a slight bummer, but it's one of those where it's such a tricky thing, and then grading's so subjective and depends on who grabs your book or how often they look at it or whatever. It's not an extremely highly valued type book, like 0.2 didn't make a difference in the value, but I wasn't gonna let CGC know.
Yeah.
If there was a value,
that's happened to me. That's definitely happened to me. I had a DC Comics Presents number 26, which is the first appearance of the new Teen Titans, including Cyborg and Raven and Starfire. I call it DC's answer to Giant Size X-Men. It's their Giant Size X-Men Light, a bunch of first appearances of a little new team, right?
Yeah.
And so I had it in a 9.4 signed by Starlin and Wolfman. And I cracked it, took it to East Coast, got it signed by Perez, and then it fell to a 9.2. But for me, honestly, I mean, nobody's going to be happy when the grade drops. But I'll tell you, for me, getting the Perez signature outweighed the grade drop. But that's just for me.
Yeah.
And I hope that someday I can maybe, if I really feel like it, I can press and clean it and get it resubmitted for a higher grade. But I don't have any interest in that right this second. Dude, I got Starlin, Perez, and Wolfman all on one book, on a key book. I'm pumped.
That's huge. Yeah. That's huge.
That's the point I was trying to make. It's like for you that it didn't matter because for you to get that other signature, that just made the book even better for you. You know what I mean? Regardless that it dropped. And yeah, I mean, the thing is, like I was going to say too, I mean, if that happens to me, I just send it to you, you press and clean it, and it'll bump it right back up. So cool. Even if it doesn't, hey, at least I know it went through some machine that, I mean, not a machine, but it went through you, and I know you did the best job you possibly could, and you're going to make it even better than it was. So I ain't tripping. Yeah, your fingers.
It went through these right here, Italian.
Yeah, those hands. These hands.
I was gonna say, welcome to the chat, Joker68, and he mentions. He sent his Deadpool first appearance to Desert Wind. And it was a 9.0, and it dropped all the way to an 8.0. Something happened to my book. Yeah, that's.
Oh damn!
As much as I don't mind, Desert Wind. Like those folks have been nice. I know they have their issues, and I know I've seen that, and happened to my buddy's book. And in fact, that's probably where that might be where that's not where my book dropped from a 9.2 to a 9.0. But that's the issue with third parties, or you're having someone else handle your book. Unfortunately.
Yes, that's the issue with third parties, and I've never personally used as. I don't think I've ever used them. I'm not sure, but I'll tell you this: that's where it's hard to pinpoint where something happened to your book, because if you're handling it the whole time, that's one thing. But now you've given it to somebody else. They have a bunch of employees. They take it to an artist. He's going to do whatever he's going to do with it, without supervision. Then it goes back to them. Then they pack it. Then it goes to the shipping person, whether it's USPS, FedEx, what have you. Mm-hmm. Then it goes to the grading company. The grading company has a bunch of people that are handling it. So that's a long chain of people that are handling your book, and you don't know where.
Yeah, possibilities of getting something to happen. The more people that handle it, unfortunately.
Yeah, if they had a bad night, then your book's gonna have a bad day.
And that's where I'm really happy and excited. Not that I'm like super selling or pumped on CBCS, but that's where I'm really happy that I'm my own witness, because I'm handling my book the whole time. I'm giving it to the artist. I get it back. I pack my own stuff. I ship and send my own stuff. And you know what? I'm in that whole chain of custody. I'm the one that has the most responsibility over my book, and I want it that way. That's how I like it.
Yeah, that's another. I'd say another shout out goes to Sith Lordly. He says he highly recommends Rocket Comics. He's used them many times, and it's always a great experience. And yeah, that's excellent advice as well. And I know I've heard nothing good about Rocket Comics, and I believe they're down in Southern Cal. I know it's usually on TiVo's channel, Lord of the Long Box. I believe he mentions them quite a bit. And yeah, I have yet to send something that way, but I know I definitely keep them in mind. You know, right now I think I just tend to send my stuff directly to CGC if they got their in-house situation going on. But yeah, it's as Cholula stated. That's the thing, you don't know. Like, did Desert Wind mishandle it? There's a good chance they did, or not. And then they sent it to CGC. CGC still make mistakes. I mean, we're all people. They're all folks. You know, things can happen. It stinks when you can't. I guess when you really can't pinpoint the problem, there's so many possibilities out there. That's all the what ifs. What if situation. You know.
I thought this was
might make a good.
I thought this was pretty funny. Comic Fan says, "Hey there, comic fans. This is Comic Fan. I see what you did there, sir. That's pretty good.
The one and only. The one and only."
Sorry, AG. What were you saying?
Oh no, I was gonna say thanks to all the folks in the chat. We definitely appreciate it. And I was saying that maybe that ought to be a what if comic for Marvel. They ought to do like what if your book, how it travels, like how a comic book based on getting your book graded. What if it comes back at 9? What if it comes back at 0.5?
That book would probably sell out.
As it goes through like some interdimensional time portal, like through the whole.
Yeah, that book would be like the what people would call a speculation book.
It's gonna pass through it'll pass through the Eye of Agamemnon through Doctor Strange's portal, and we can see a Nightcrawler grab it and just like bounce away with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Are you a good poofer? I'm not a good poofer. What in the world is going on with my laptop over here? It's acting crazy.
All right, guys. So we're at about an hour and 11 minutes. We can do. We could show a couple slabs, or we can end it here. What do you think? What you guys want to do?
We could talk a little bit more if you guys want to. I just, I should have. Yeah, if you guys want to show slabs, I already brought out what I was going to show, but I got other things out here. If I have to, I can be imaginative and show some things. Like I can show the difference between this can opener and let's see here.
So we were
what
talking
a
about
spinner can do.
So in my last question, I was saying one of the reasons I really wanted to go with CGC on this next one was because of these. I mean, I'm going to be honest. While I prefer the service that I get and that I get to able to do through CBCS, CGC is fucking killing it with these labels. They really are. They're really hitting the mark. They're knocking it out of the park, and they're getting some of my business because of these labels. I'm really enjoying them. I know my brother AG is enjoying them as well, and I guess you got some examples for us, right?
Oh, I did show the Daredevil one. And a big shout out goes to GPAP who jumped in the chat. Great to see GPAP, man.
Yep, GPAP.
What's up, GPAP? Good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us, brother.
That's another great channel right there. His collection was phenomenal. And I did an artwork for him a long time ago, which was cool. He asked me for something, I was able to pop it out, and he loved it, and that was great. That made my day.
You popped it out. You popped it out for the pap.
Mm-hmm. Popped it out for the pap.
Hey, I will say
I did more than the tip.
I wanted to reply to Four-Way. Four-Way says the labels. Four-Way says the labels are gimmicky, though. Hey, I'm not going to argue that they are not. I'm going to tell you that I fell for them and I like them, bro. I like the gimmick. I can't lie,
Yeah,
and you are not the father of the slab.
Yeah.
We have yet to specify, like, our show isn't for kids. We haven't done that in a while, so I don't know. Better be careful.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
See, AG's the angel of the group, and me and Cholula, we sometimes come in as the devils, and then AG has to set us straight, so we like that.
Oh, I'm the worst. Me and Chad are the worst.
No, Murph.
I don't want...
That guy from Boston,
Hey, don't get a couple beers in me and Murph, because then it's all bad from there. You got a drunk Irishman and a drunk Mexican. It's all bad.
And a drunk Portuguese man.
Yeah, there you go.
I was a whaler, bro.
I know I've shown this one. I know I've shown this one before, but it's just the Captain America label, and they are gimmicky. But some for me kind of it just accents the book. It complements the book nicely on some of them. It just depends. I guess a lot of times it depends on the book. Yeah, I was trying to get like at least one of all the Marvel labels. Like this, I think this is the second wave they came out with. The second wave I wasn't too impressed with. Some of them are pretty nice. Some are better than others. But use that first wave, I got quite a few of them. Let's see. I'll show the like the Avengers one might be a little tough. It's a little cluttered.
Oh yeah,
it might be a little tough because they try to squeeze that group in there, but I still dig it.
Yeah,
That's all right.
No,
it's all right.
Yeah, it's cool.
It compliments the book.
That I will say, and that's probably a pretty good example of it. A lot of people's complaints about the label is that we don't get to see as much information on the front. So that's probably one of the better examples of that complaint. However, Yep, there you go. However, you got the information on the back there.
Yeah, it's right on the back, and then you get a little, you get a little design, little pattern there, little image. Hulk's fist. The Hulk one is the two Hulk ones were nice. I like both Hulks, man.
Yep.
I mean, especially if they're pulling from artwork like this is pulling from a Steranko, Maurice Severin Hulk,
right?
Off that annual, it's just cool. The old Stan Lee labels. That's J. Scott Campbell Stan Lee. Image of Stan Lee.
Oh, that's right, huh?
That's one of my reasons for liking that Stan Lee, because it's J. Scott and it just looks really good.
Right.
Eddie Granoff did the Captain Marvel.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Then of course you've got the new giant size X-Men logo. Need we say more? That's from the giant size X-Men cover. What Dave?
Oh, absolutely. So
fantastic.
Joker 68 says the only thing with the labels is I wish they would take the silver CGC label, and what he's talking about is the hologram,
the sticker,
and put the thing in the back so that you could see the whole comic label. And if I could show you real quick the example.
Yeah.
So on this one, and he's absolutely right. So you see, there we go.
Yeah, it covers the thing. Yeah. Yeah.
So Red Goblin is supposed to be there, but he's completely covered by that hologram.
Right.
So it kind of takes away from the point of the label, the having the art on the label. But so yeah, man, I get you totally. That makes sense.
Well, they could easily put that sticker on the backside because on the front of that it already says CGC.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that he makes a good point there. Definitely.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because you're paying for that label that, like you guys are saying, has a little extra art in there, and if they cover it up, it kind of does put a stank on it. But at the same time, I mean, either way, it's going to be more about the grade. It's going to be more about the grade with certain books if the value is there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got this done back in 2014, and this is was the first time. This might have been the first time meeting Mike Zeck, and I got him on a G.I. Joe issue 61. Let's see.
Nice.
I
had that one signed by Mike Zeck.
Yeah, I got him to do a little remark of Cobra Commander because it's supposed to be the death of Cobra Commander in this issue.
Yeah, I don't have that remark though.
And I want to say at the time when I got him to do this book, it's not like Zeck. I think he had the prices posted for his autograph, which were like a couple of bucks at the time. I think he was doing like $2 or $3, like $3 sound right, because I remember it was an odd number. You always had to break that change. So $3, the next one free, then $3, and so forth. And he didn't have anything posted for like sketches or remarks, but I decided to ask him anyways. I said, "Hey, hello,
right over here."
I asked Zach. I said, "Would you be able to do like a little remark, like a little head sketch of Cobra Commander?" Even though he didn't have anything posted for it, and he wasn't that busy, so I decided to ask him. And he said, sure. But at the time, this was pretty pricey. It could be pricey. This was $50. So, but of course, it took him like 10 minutes or something. He did real pretty quick.
Sorry about that, guys. Little baby got a cut and she wanted a Band-Aid, so she came in to see me.
No worries. The other Mike Zeck was G.I. Joe 53. And this is those nice, cool Marvel 25th anniversary type, big frame covers.
Oh yeah.
And this one's one of my favorites. I got Mike Zeck and I got another gentleman. But yeah, that Mike Zeck in black, but it's the nice Storm or Snake Eyes cover.
Snake Eyes cover, yeah.
And at the same convention, it was that many years ago. It was Ray Park, so I got Ray Park.
Oh, that's
cool.
cool.
He played Darth Maul.
Yep, Darth Maul and even Toad in X-Men.
I was gonna say I'm surprised you didn't get a Darth Maul one signed by him.
Oh, I did. That was
he did.
In, SF Con.
He did.
Yeah. At the time, I didn't have. So he got a really cool autograph, and then he puts Snake Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So that was just really. I was really stoked with this one.
Nice.
Now, there is an issue of G.I. Joe that has Storm Shadow on it. God, what number is that? That book is crazy. I mean, it goes for crazy money.
Yeah,
I can tell you right now, and that is like the one that's always eluded me. And I think just when I quit collecting comic books, I quit like maybe 3 issues before that one came out. So I was just 3 issues away from getting that one book, and it doesn't drive me crazy, but at the same time, I'm just thinking, well, shoot, if I would have just waited, I could have got that issue. You know what I mean? And I'll find it someday. I don't care. But that's that. I can't remember what issue it is. But it has Snake Eyes on the front cover, and that one goes for crazy money. Crazy money. Kind of almost like the silent issue.
I'm messing with AG's camera peripheral right now.
No, you're good. I liked it.
You got some more labels to show? You got some more labels to show, AG?
No, I don't really have any labels. I just had some difference, but I can just wait till next show or whatever.
I just since we're talking about labels, I just wanted to show off a couple of books real quick and
definitely.
Show.
All right, so let's see. This one is one that I really, really like. This is my Venom #1 Lethal Protector. This thing is 8 times signed, and I got that Venom label right there. And it's signed by Sam De La Rosa with a sketch as well. Let me see if I can get it down here. Got a little Venom Sam De La Rosa sketch right there. Al Milgram, Danny Fingeroth, David Michelini, Mike Zeck, Mark Bagley, Marie Jarvins, and Richard Starkings. So 8 signatures.
How many?
8 signatures.
8. Nice.
Yeah. So I'm pumped off this one. You were talking about earlier. One thing I didn't like about this Hulk label, AG. I really like the label. Let's see. I really like this label. That's cool.
The first one.
I like it. It's fine. Cool looking book. Frames up pretty good with the book. The thing that I don't like that scared me is when I have this in the boxes. What color is that right there? Do you see that?
Oh, no, it's
green.
Green or black?
Yeah, it's green.
Oh, it's green.
So it scared me. It scared me when I was looking through. I was like, "Is that another qualified grade? What the fuck happened?" and I go and I have like 3 of them together, and it's that green label of death. So I pull it out, and then I'm like, "Oh my god! Oh great! Okay, it's just the Hulk label." Jeez.
That was me. Tag green. That was
I was freaking out.
I'm looking at mine.
Look, like I said,
I don't have that. Yeah, mine don't have that. And I'm sure that Hulk label, I got the same Hulk label on a different book. I'm sure it's green as well. But I'm looking at these other labels; they're just yellow.
Yeah. So this one's an Incredible Hulk 733, the Comics Elite and Unknown Comics Edition.
That's badass.
Yeah. Right.
Hey,
but
watch your language, Captain America.
But again, look at that green.
Oh, green.
And here's the last example that I have of that one. Incredible Hulk 738, Unknown Comics Elite exclusive.
Why is poor Wolverine always getting in trouble with them guys?
Oh, look at that. Another green Hulk label.
Is that Wolverine again? Is he squishing Wolverine?
No, it looks like it because he's throwing up a peace sign, but it's Daredevil.
Oh, you mean Deadpool or Daredevil? Deadpool.
Deadpool, sorry. Yeah, Deadpool. Jesus.
Don't say Daredevil, man. Don't worry, man.
Hey, man, those guys are all red. They look alike.
They look alike. They all look alike.
So the last,
especially if Rob Liefeld draws them.
so okay, so I'm not going to show off the books so much as the labels, just because we're talking about labels. In case
Right.
anybody's wondering, like AG has said a few times, you know, they've gone through different iterations of these labels. They've had different superheroes that are available for them. Some are no longer available. They've retired certain labels. But do you guys know which labels were the first ones, the very first like signature type labels that they had?
I do.
Besides, well, what is
Walking
it?
Dead.
That's right.
I had no idea, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
And so I got my set. This is a connecting cover set of The Walking Dead, and I believe, what is it? It's 157 through, let's see,
$5.
100 and something else. I don't know, 162.
Yeah, 5
And
different.
it's the entire saga of the Whisper Wars.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're all our Adams connecting covers.
Yeah.
And the cool thing was every character, almost every character had their own label. So Michonne got the Michonne label.
That is cool, man.
Well, let me guess. I'm gonna guess it's The Walking Dead.
Yeah. And so the cool thing about this is the Michonne label, if you look in the top right-hand corner over the grade,
oh yeah,
it has a katana slice through it.
Oh yeah.
So they're all kind of personalized. So that's Michonne. This is Jesus, but it just has I just gave him the regular Walker label is what they call it. And this one just has blood in the background, so nothing too special about it, but you know, it's got a little Walker there, right? All right.
Right.
I'm gonna skip a couple, okay, because it's just another Walker label. So here we go. This one, 160's got Rick on the cover, and we got a Rick label. And you know, Rick is one-handed now, and he's got that gun. So guess what's going through the grade here? A nice little bullet hole.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then the last one, the last personalized label they had was for Negan.
Yeah.
Oh, Negan.
And so here's Negan on the cover.
That's so.
And then as far as the label's concerned,
yeah,
you got him up here, and the grade has barbed wire through it, just like his back.
Lucille.
Like Lucille.
Yep, just like Lucille. So
that's cool as Christmas, man.
Yeah. So that's what originally sold me on those CGC labels years ago. As soon as I found out about that Art Adams was doing those connecting covers, and I didn't show all of them because I think we're gonna have an Art Adams show later, and I'd rather show them then.
I'm sure.
As soon as I found out about it, I was like, oh, I'm doing all those. And if there was a character that didn't have his own label, I just put a Walker label on it. But definitely, if the character in the front of that cover had its own label, I did the label to match. And I thought it was cool.
Oh, yeah, no, that was way cool. I mean, I wish I would have done more slabs like you guys did, but at the time, I was just trying to complete runs or just get the books that I needed at a cheap price. And if I would have done more slabs, I think my collection would have just, basically my cabinet would have been full with more slabs, short boxes.
Yeah. The infamous cabinet.
Yes, the infamous cabinet. That's still kind of it's not an eyesore in my bedroom. I mean, not my bedroom. It's not an eyesore in my house, but the eyesore now is becoming my closet and part of my bedroom. So I gotta get that under control. But that's why I kind of do those customized box tops that I do, because it kind of helps me really get the books more organized, more set better, and I don't tend to stack things on top of them. But I wish I would have done more labels like you guys, because I mean, I see how much more it makes the casing itself just pop more. You know, it makes it stand out more. You know what I mean? And I think it just adds that little extra, not pizzazz, but it adds that little extra.
I was gonna say pizzazz, chat. I was gonna say pizzazz
Excelsior. Excelsior. It adds more of that. Excelsior.
Yeah, I mean, Foy Flashes makes a great point as well. He says you don't need slabs to have a great collection, Tad.
Yeah,
and that's true. And
that's true. Yeah.
I mean,
and I just want to say hi to Superpower Review. Hey, what's up?
There you go. Yeah. Thanks for all the folks coming in. And I don't know if those Walking Dead labels are still available. They may not be. I don't know. I'd have to personally log in. I have to log in.
No, they still are.
Are they? Okay.
I checked. I mean, the last time I checked was in February,
Okay.
but they did. I mean, they've been around for years, so I don't think they're going to retire them.
Yeah, and I remember when those did come out, they looked so cool, but I never submitted anything for them. And at the time, I recall, and these are pretty rare. I mean, I asked CGC about them because they were on CGC books. They actually had, but it was for a special occasion. I think it was in Hawaii, or it was a special deal with what's his name, Eric. Damn it, how do I not know his name? Well, the guy that did Peter Laird, and the guy I got signing my Turtles books. Jesus.
Oh God, Kevin Eastman.
Kevin Eastman.
Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood. He said, "How you feeling, Lucky Punk?" Tears the book in half. No. No, but Kevin Eastman, yeah, they was when those Walking Dead labels. I remember the first time seeing those. I thought those were cool, and I remember seeing they had actually some turtle labels, custom turtle labels. And when I asked them about it, they said those were only specific to that show or for like a Kevin Eastman thing. It was like special. And so there might still be some books out there, whether people want to put them up on eBay, that would sell them with those labels. And they're probably going to ask a premium because this was.
Yeah, I've never seen them.
5 years ago.
I've never seen the turtle label.
I've only seen it like on the CGC forum or something, or when I went to the con and I asked them about it. And that's when, again, I think it might have been the Hawaii Comic-Con or something that they listed them and they said it was like a one-time thing. You go to this Comic-Con and you submit a Turtles book, you can get this turtle label. But yeah. That was pretty wild. So there's only 2 labels I've seen, and then they make the Marvel ones now. And these Marvel ones, they go almost the entire year. I want to say you have about 12 months for availability. That's usually about the time CGC seems to be pulling them off, and they go, these are, they'll give you a month or 2 before they say, hey, these labels are made.
Pulling them off.
Yeah, they may let you know, hey, these labels are going away. Submit books now, and
yeah.
They're having a whole new set of Marvel labels come out, and you don't know until a few months later. And then, like I said, they had the second wave now of Marvel labels, and a few of them are still pretty good. They still had a Spidey, the Daredevil went away, Thor went away, Avengers went away, Captain Marvel went away, yeah, they add another Venom. There's 2 Venoms or something. They had a different Venom, and they added a Carnage. I'm waiting to see the third wave. I know a lot of us. I mean, I know Cholula definitely. I'm sure is. I'm waiting for like a Wolverine old school label. They just did the Wolverine label, the Frank Miller style, which is cool for the miniseries. But I'm waiting for like an old school Wolverine with his claws or something, or him.
Which is another reason why I kind of want to sign up for an account with CGC this go around so I can get my 3 miniseries slabbed.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The one thing you guys will never see though, Cookie Monster slippers.
Oh, yeah.
That's what homeboy's sporting tonight, dude. Tech Comics. Cookie Monster slippers.
Quick shout out to 4-Way Flashers. He says, I admit they have a certain je ne sais quoi, but they are just not for me. Yeah, man.
Ooh, je ne sais quoi.
And that's cool. And that's cool. Yeah, like everybody has their own way of collecting, their own way of showing off their books, and that's what we want this show to be about. Is everybody talking about what are you looking at?
No, Eddie says, look at these 3 ugly mofos.
He always pops in at like the best timing to like shit on stuff.
and another big, and Joker 68, great, definitely. I mean, he wants to see some DC labels, and I do as well.
Yeah,
love to see definitely some DC labels. I think it's CGC's got to do something with. They've got to contact DC and see if they get the rights to something like that.
Yeah,
lots of DC labels. Yeah, those would fly off the shelves as well.
Yeah,
a lot of submissions, for Batman, Superman, Joker.
For sure.
And no brainer. So, Harley.
Yeah. Just back to what I was saying, the 4-Way real quick. Like, yeah, man, like that's cool. Like everybody should feel free to collect in their own way and like show their own way. And that's cool. And like, yeah, this is just like a cool space for us all to show how we all like to collect and collect differently. And that's cool, man.
Dude, my internet is so freaking slow. I didn't even see Eddie till now or Gomez. I was like, I saw Joker say, hi, Eddie. I'm like, where's Eddie? I don't see Eddie.
Oh, there he is. Gomez. Hey, guys, listen, we're running up on about an hour and a half, which is what usually we do. If you don't mind, I want to say a quick shout out real quick to Gomez. Gomez, as you guys know, today is actually the last day. His contest is ending tomorrow. Shout out to my brother Gomez. That's not my homie just on the chat, just on the videos. just like AG, just like Tat. That's my brother in real life. Like me and him we go grinding together, we go hunting together, we go to cons together. Gomez is my homie, so I just wanted to say big shout out to him. Congratulations on your 600 subs. If you guys haven't seen his channel, please go see his channel. Shoot him some support. It's the last day, but if you get a chance, shoot a quick video for him. You know what I mean? Show him some support. His contest ends tomorrow, so shout out to Gomez.
Wait, man, I didn't shoot a video, but if you look at my shirt real quick, see
Boo!
what's going on? That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, G, you got some words for the people now that Tat's done showing his sexy dogs.
Hey, I'll talk after AG. I just gotta show the dogs.
No, it's just a big thanks to all the folks showed up today in the chat. Really appreciate it. I know we mentioned a lot of names before. I'll just go through. Joker 68, Eddie the Comic Guy. Hey, better late than never, man. Gomez, Airborne Sapper, the guy from Cali, Sith Lordy, I believe another guy from Cali. Appreciate these Cali guys.
Yeah,
appreciate everybody. I know the guy from Japan. I think K Titus. Uncanny Kyle Waka. Frost is always like one of the first dudes in here.
Our Canadian brothers, 4-Way Flashers, and GPAP.
Oh man, yeah, GPAP popped in for a hot moment. Kingdom Comics. Yeah. List goes on. So I just very, very humbled and really stoked that you guys take the time out of a Saturday to come just check out and see what we got to talk about. But looking forward to next weekend as well. See if we can pull again. We're just doing like 1 week at a time, and I think so far it's like Saturdays at 6 o'clock. That's our time slot.
Yeah.
So really appreciate you guys.
All right, Tatty, let's get earmuffs for all the kids. Earmuffs for all the kids. All right, go, Tat, go.
No, man, that ain't cool. That ain't cool to me. Dude, that's like the worst introduction right there.
So
I can see if I'm chewing all day. Anyways, yeah, like AG was saying, thanks for everybody showing up in the chat. It's great to see all you guys, especially GPAP. I haven't seen him in a long time. Comic fan, 4-Way Flashers, Gomez, and any of the comic guys. It's funny when you showed up, like I said, I didn't see her. And of course, Undisputed Frost. He's my neighbor now. But anyways, thank you guys for always showing up and showing us support. Listen to us talk either about Comic Cons, the artists that we met. Tonight, of course, we highlighted Randy Emberlin. Next week we're still going on the fence, but it's gonna be a good one. So if you guys can, please tune in. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I think you really want to hear what we have to say about this next artist we're going to talk about. I think a lot of you have met him, and if not, this will help you next time you go to meet him. Kind of won't feel so nervous. Let's say you know how to kind of approach him in a good way, to where you don't feel like you're going to get your books damaged or something like that. And Cholula, thank you, brother, for always putting this on. I got much love for you, man. And of course, for my brother AG. And it's just everybody, please be safe out there, whether you're working or not. And hey, you can get out and get some books, because it's always nice to sit back and read in times like this, or at least shoot a video about what you were able to grab. I think the last thing I want to say is Timothy, or Tim, the comic book Canadian Hunter. Am I saying that right?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, I didn't see him show up tonight, but he's usually always in there too. He just put out the latest video. Okay. Yeah, my screen's all screwed up. He just put out a video not too long ago. It was really great, and I watched it. I just watched Kyle Rowe's video too. Also, Kyle Rowe always puts out great videos. And then I still got to watch Mr. Riggedy Giggity. And that's all I got to say. I'm sorry, I'm rambling on. Chips, but thank you guys. I appreciate you guys for having me on and be part of this.
All right, guys. Yeah, I can't say enough thank yous. Look, I got my crew bringing me water over here to make sure that I can keep going a little bit longer. But I can't say enough thank yous to all the folks that met with us in the chat. So appreciate you guys for coming out again. Much thank you to my brothers over here, Tat and AG, my West Coast Comic Connection family over here. And you guys already know who it is. It's AG Surfer, Tat Comics, and Cholula's Comics. Until we see you next time, keep stacking hella comics.
Yeah. Oh, one more thing. I'm sorry, one more thing. Joker 68, I will have that thing printed out to you, or I have it already printed out. I'll be sending it out to you hopefully Monday. So I'm going to send out 3 packages to 3 people. So when I send it out, I'll let you know. Sorry, I had to put that out there.
Okay, so I guess bye for reals now, guys.
Wait. Just kidding.